What if everything you've been taught about leadership is slightly off? Most people assume the biggest danger comes from obvious failure. But what if the real threat is far more subtle, almost invisible at first? You see, when you begin to read and explain the Bible deeply, especially passages like Ecclesiastes 10, a pattern starts to emerge. It's not loud, chaotic leaders who always cause the most damage. It's the careless, undisciplined ones who seem good enough. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Many people are following leaders like that every single day, maybe even without realizing it. But what if you could spot these pitfalls early, protect your life, and step into a level of wisdom that most people never reach? Then, let's read the chapter together. As dead flies give perfume a bad smell, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. The heart of the wise inclines to the right, but the heart of the fool to the left. Even as fools walk along the road, they lack sense and show everyone how stupid they are. If a ruler's anger rises against you, do not leave your post. Calmness can lay great offenses to rest. There is an evil I have seen under the sun, the sort of error that arises from a ruler. Fools are put in many high positions, while the rich occupy the low ones. I have seen slaves on horseback, while princes go on foot like slaves. Whoever digs a pit may fall into it. Whoever breaks through a wall may be bitten by a snake. Whoever quarries stones may be injured by them. Whoever splits logs may be endangered by them. If the axe is dull and its edge unsharpened, more strength is needed, but skill will bring success. If a snake bites before it is charmed, the charmer receives no fee. Words from the mouth of the wise are gracious, but fools are consumed by their own lips. At the beginning their words are folly. At the end they are wicked madness, and fools multiply words. No one knows what is coming. Who can tell someone else what will happen after them? The toil of fools wearies them. They do not know the way to town. Woe to the land whose king was a servant, and whose princes feast in the morning. Blessed is the land whose king is of noble birth, and whose princes eat at a proper time, for strength and not for drunkenness. Through laziness the rafters sag. Because of idle hands, the house leaks. A feast is made for laughter. Wine makes life merry, and money is the answer for everything. Do not revile the king even in your thoughts, or curse the rich in your bedroom, because a bird in the sky may carry your words, and a bird on the wing may report what you say. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for His mercy. Hey God, thank you for this moment, really. Thank you for opening our eyes through your word, for what we could read and understand, especially in these chapters like Ecclesiastes 10. It's amazing how you speak through even the smallest details, showing us where we need to grow, where we've been careless, and where wisdom is calling us higher. Lord, help us not to just hear this and move on like nothing happened. Give us the strength to actually live it. When we're tempted to ignore the small things, remind us. When we feel lazy, distracted, or impulsive, gently pull us back to discipline and clarity. Teach us to choose wisdom in our words, in our habits, in our decisions every single day. And honestly, God, we can't do this alone. So stay close. Guide us in the quiet moments, shape our hearts, and help us become people who don't just know your truth, but walk in it. Thank you for caring enough to correct us and lead us. We trust you with our lives. Amen. Now here's the real question. What are you going to do with what you've just learned? It's one thing to read and explain the Bible, to reflect on powerful chapters like Ecclesiastes 10, but it's another thing entirely to actually live it out. Are there small dead flies you've been ignoring? Areas where a little foolishness has been quietly shaping your decisions, your habits, or even your leadership? Be honest, because that's where transformation begins. Think about your daily life. What can you change today? Maybe it's being more intentional with your words, choosing discipline over delay, or setting aside time to consistently read and reflect on the Bible. Maybe it's learning to pause before reacting, or preparing yourself instead of just pushing harder. These aren't big, dramatic changes, but as Ecclesiastes 10 reveals, it's the small shifts that define the direction of your life. So, what's one wise decision you can make right now? And let me ask you this. Are you leading your life with wisdom, or just drifting with whatever comes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what stood out to you. And if you felt challenged, inspired, or even a little uncomfortable, that's a good sign. It means you're growing. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and keep walking this path of wisdom with us. There's so much more to uncover. And as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.